Hey guys, it's Lucid, welcome back. We're jumping back into the Crucible, where I'm playing Sceleria. It's turn 75, and this actually is pretty close to real time. I'm kind of going back and recording it, so it's kind of hard to keep up at some points. So anyway, we get a message from Abyssia. Yes, I'm closely watching the throne points. The nap with Agartha has ended. I'm not doing much right now anyways versus you. Just playing around a bit, but no big attacks. I'm gathering some troops at the border to Agartha. To be ready. So I think, yeah, Abyssia and I are clearly fighting each other, but he's also gearing up to fight Agartha, because Agartha, you know, he got really close a few episodes ago with that throne rush. So we cast this spell and it didn't work. Oh shit. I forget what we were casting it against too. I think it was Gift of Health, but I'm not sure. Let's check. Wouldn't Gift of Health. Oh, it was Eternal Pyre. We're trying to get Eternal Pyre down so we could go after Purgatory. Then we can attack Abyssia. This is most likely all from Abyssia. Killing my shit. Oh man, I hate it when he gets my Jade Amazons. I kind of need those. Cultist I don't really care about. We also got our Tartarian, so that's nice. So you can see the disease demons are pretty efficient. The thing is, this requires very high blood mages, so if he's got a lot of high-level mages casting this. Earth Elemental, another disease demon, okay. And then some magic phase attacks. So let's go check out our Tartarian we got real quick. I don't think there's a way I can see it, but we are casting Divine Name on it. If you have too many undead in your province, you can't see to the right on the little unit screen, but we can see it on this list. So we got one of these guys. Anyway, we'll be Divine Naming him. These guys are normally Earth. They're either Earth-Air or Earth-Earth. And maybe you can tell which way they're going to be in advance, but anyway, that's kind of nice. It's one of the things too. I think if I play again with Sceleria, which I probably won't. I've played them not in this game because this game I'm kind of learning them, but since then I played them in like 3 or 4 games, and I've kind of beat them into the ground. And they're so strong they're not really fun to play with anymore. Yeah. I end up fighting against them in my upcoming middle age Ulm game. And it's a good player at the helm, and we manage... Well, anyway, I'll just say, it's you can see exactly how scary they are. But it's kind of funny, too, because I guess when I started uploading them, the guy who's playing them probably had like watched some of my Let's Plays. So he at least knows how I think about them. But at this point in time, it's well after the point when I played with them, so this Let's Play has been uploading over the course of months, which gives some weird kind of effects like that, like the guy I'm playing with in a future game is learning from the game that I'm currently playing in, like this one you're watching, but anyway, the fight with him is already over in that game, so anyway, it's kind of funny how that works. Okay, we had some magic phase attacks too, some illusionist jump in, so this appears to be a magic phase attack with illusionists, and they can all cloud trap he's. So I don't know what he's going to do, but we'll find out. Yeah, this is not going to be effective. Now, if he did mass air elemental spam, which is normally what you would do with mages like this, it would have worked. But anyway. We have our favorite Tartarian running around. This is one of the better chassis, by the way. I really like these chassis. You can potentially magic duel them, but nobody really wants to do that. Tartarians are cheap enough where, like, going after a S3 with magic duel is not always great. Now, with Sceleria, we have cheap mages, so we probably should have been setting out magic duel traps. It would be worth it here. For a lot of nations, it wouldn't. But this chassis, I don't know if it always gets... I think this is one of the chassis that gets... a lot of different randoms. I've seen it with a lot of different randoms. I'm not totally sure what exactly the paths are. Often it has Astral, though. Okay, and she's just going to Well, it doesn't have regen, so we're getting kind of close to killing it, actually. Yeah. Oh, it has Phoenix Fire, though. Not gonna die. Oh, but it runs. Nice. Okay, coming down... I wonder if it retreated okay. We'll find out. Abyssia Magic Phase attacks me with a golem. Oh, it kills my golem. What? Sorry for the spoiler. I think this is Abyssia's. He named it Interceptor, too, which is kind of funny. This is mine. Now, this actually might be kind of close. I'm not exactly sure what's going to decide this here. He doesn't have any... Okay, he does have the Dancing Shield, which is going to make a big difference. He does have fire protection, and I do not think I have cold resistance. Yeah, I don't. So he's probably going to win here. Oh, and he's got the shield, the lightning shield, so I'm definitely going to lose. Okay. Yeah. Wrecked. Okay. So, that's unfortunate. We lose one of our golems. The problem is golems are actually... They can be really strong. Like, they're strong enough where they can kill whole armies of, like, weak stuff. But they're kind of weak in terms of the super combatant scales. And they're pretty easily countered. I mean, he didn't even bother to put a smasher on, but a smasher would have just made it, you know, really embarrassing. Okay. Cool Tartarian chassis. So we're kind of getting a little bit overrun by Tartarians, which is a bit annoying. Okay, an assassination attempt. Our assassin wins. Nice. Our assassin gets wrecked. That's okay. We kill a scout, high value, and then we kill a slayer. Let's actually see how that happens. Actually, somebody mentioned in the comments like 1 or 2 videos ago, which is one way to know that it's real time, is that I can use the arrow keys to go through my messages. I did not know this. Oh, get wrecked, buddy. Get the hell out of here. So, wait, whoops. The only problem if I do that for the battles part is that you'll see the outcome, but anyway, since we're trying to get through them all quickly, we can definitely use the arrow keys, but in other episodes where I definitely care about the surprise... Yeah. Okay. Get wrecked, buddy. And then, yeah, okay. Oh, he gets killed too? Holy shit. Yeah, his slayers are kind of getting murdered. Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay, now a bunch of battles. So we're going to click through these pretty fast. So, we raid successfully, and then he attacks us. Seems it works. Okay, we killed the Banelord, actually. That's really good. Let's see how that happens. I think it's just Berserkers. These Barbarians. They just do a lot of damage. Yeah, that's just it. The secret is apparently big greatswords. So. Okay, we get murdered here. I wonder what... Let's see what happens. I think this was a Skelly Spam Communion. I think we're doing Enslaved Mind, and now I ran forward, and I'm trying to, I think, hit him with Wither Bones. Okay, it didn't really go according to plan. I think this was advance and cast spells, and I must have thought that it would have done Wither Bones. But apparently it doesn't want to, which is unfortunate. Though I'm not sure it was high enough. What was this? Yeah, Wither Bones, maybe I was hoping he was going to do Dust to Dust. Yeah, Dust to Dust might have killed him, but anyway. That was kind of wasteful. Okay, next we are successfully raided by Agartha. We're successfully raided by Agartha. We raid Agartha successfully. So it's a bunch of back and forth. I take that one. I take this one. We kind of... Okay, this is actually... It looks bad because we lost 1,000 guys, but this is all Skelly spam. So we had a fatigue neutral communion. I'll just show you this. And he didn't ever get back to our mages, so... So, anyway, if you haven't been paying attention, there is a good way to do communions where you do Power of the Spears, which makes your slaves get up to a higher level than most of your masters. Like my master's 1-1 and my slaves are 2-2, which means they take reduced fatigue. So that, in conjunction with a little bit of reinvigoration in our Bless, is going to go a long, long way to making this communion last forever. And I think my ratio here is 4-3, and you can see we literally are going to go the whole time. And these 7 guys can make a lot of undead, as you see. And this is basically how it's going to go. It's basically just a Kamehameha right from the back lines. But unfortunately, his power level is too high, so... Yeah, okay, he's routing now. We're probably running soon. And he's just gonna fight his way out. Probably while my communion slaves are still fatigued out, yeah. Okay. So there's that. Which actually, that's a win. This is all PD. We didn't actually lose anything. Except 1 pearl, which is okay. Okay, we raid underwater. This looks like... Okay, he just kills a bunch of PD. We successfully attack him. He successfully attacks us. He's only got, I think, about 4 real armies moving around, and we've got, I think, more than that. We block his raid here, so that's important. Every raid we shut down is actually a little bit more important than every time we successfully win a raid. Okay, Arcane Nexus, we got 40 gems. Purgatory killed 49 of our undead chaff, which is nothing. Thaumaturgy's cheaper. Brigands attack us. I think that's about it. Let's scroll down. Let's just see if there's any of these things we're going to look at. No, not really. Okay, so we're going to try to go through these turns pretty quickly. So not a lot of big battles this turn, but if we look at the map, you can see this area is starting to get a lot more pink. A lot more pink. We are definitely winning the raiding war down here. Now, up here, we've lost a little bit of ground. But overall, I think if we look at the score graphs, I think this was a pretty damn good turn for us. Oh, no, actually, okay. It was not great. We're about equal, but we're way up from where we were, 6 turns ago. So it's okay. There's a big army here on top of this fort, which is a little annoying. And we also have a big army here on top of this throne. Now, I don't know what all is inside, but we haven't cracked the fort yet, which is a little annoying. We're probably also going to be getting hit with flames from the sky, which also sucks. But such is life. I don't actually think there's a big army in here. Could be wrong. But we've got most of the things we're going to need to make this successful. Our important guys have fire-resistant stuff. I think I wanted to one-turn crack it, but I don't think we managed to pull it off. I only have 400 siege strength here. So I probably should have brought in more guys, but anyway, we'll find out how this is going to go. I also do not have enough guys to really defend this, and I'm not really doing enough logistically. Have I finished research? Almost. So my research is almost done for the game. Raiding here. The other thing that's kind of good is I've gotten a lot of these Abyssian temples down, which is going to help a little bit with this down push. Mostly thanks to this golem that just died here. But our Pearl income's pretty sweet. 49, I mean, we got, okay, it was 39 per month, and we got 40 from Arcane Nexus. So we are very, very rich in terms of pearls. Trying trying to think. I thought I might have done... Did I do Wish yet? Don't think I cast Wish. And there's a lot of things I didn't get this game, like any of the elemental royalty, really. If you get Queen of Air Elementals, those are really nice to have, because you can do turn 1 Mass Flight, which is really, really good when you have 1,000 skeletons. Basically, you force them to have to get Staff of the Storms, and if they can't get it, they're in a bunch of trouble. Yeah, looking at it, didn't even look like I hardly played this turn. Like, there are not a lot of troop movements here. I'm kind of wondering if this isn't all my stuff. Because there's a bunch of things I'm not doing. Like, I should be protecting this palisades that's going up. We are moving off of here. The other thing I probably should have been using more is Clam of Pearls. Clam of Pearls is really good for these little cheap communions, because you can run around, do Power of Spears and anti-magic, which is enough to keep your little squads going. It's an item I have not used very much. A lot of that was because for a long time I was water gem poor. Like, I had more pearls than I had water gems, because I needed these for all my underwater gear to kick Yiss out, but obviously that hasn't been the case for some time now. Okay, I think we're just continuing to do light raiding. He's got a big army here, but you can see he is not making it through my walls, and that's because I have a ton of zombies in here. Like, let's look at this. Ironport. Yeah, our walls are damaged. They're not very damaged, right? So he's got a huge army on top, and they're not really doing much. Here I should be casting Mind Hunt, but I'm not. Anyway. We're going to be raiding here from the ocean. And this is that's the other nice thing, is Wraithlords are pretty damn good, but when you pair Wraithlords up with like 100 undead, all the things that normally work to kill these light raiding squads usually don't work nearly as well. It's almost that you would want to give these guys like a Skull Staff and a, like in this case, the Water Death, temporary Death Gem generator, and you can just always throw up Rigor Mortis, and this guy can spam Drain Life, which is pretty sweet. And that will, this plus a bunch of undead is going to kill anything but really a player army. I mean, it's going to kill a lot of thugs. It might not kill Tartarians, but this guy can also spam Wither Bones, so pretty good. He is vulnerable to Soul Slay with, and to some of the Astral shenanigans with getting charmed. So it's not perfect, but it's pretty good. I think that's all we're going to cover for this turn. Let's go ahead and go to the next one, 76. Got so many games up. A lot of this is like stuff that... Oh shit, one second, let me pause. Okay, in turn 76, actually, you know when I said I didn't finish that turn? Turns out I staled. So I staled this turn, we get attacked by a bunch of shit, which is kind of bad. Our Wraithlord manages not to die from Mind Hunt, which is nice. Golem comes in, kills a bunch of our shit. Another Golem comes in, kills a bunch of our shit. Horrors are coming in, so that's what happens when you fight Abyssia. Apparently we stole one of the Horrors, which is kind of hilarious. Do we have them anywhere? I don't think they stay with you, which is unfortunate. Where's my freaking Horror? Yeah, I wish I got him. That would be super cool. Let's just see what the damage is here. Okay, we actually... This was a strategic stale. We end up killing these raiders. Sometimes if you stale, your armies keep where they are, and they don't expect that. This is obviously not very good. Let's see what happened here. Okay, so this was my group I had parked on top. Oh, little Undead Mastery coming through. So we had a little communion here. He dropped double Undead Mastery, I think. Ow. I don't think I had... Nobody here looked particularly good, so I don't think I really lost much that was important here. And I killed a bunch of his convenience slaves, and one of his liches that had gear on it. So I know this looks like a loss, but this actually was another strategic stale move, where I tricked him into fighting me, and killed off, 900 gold of these guys, and then killed a fair amount of stuff on his liches. And I gave him like a little bit of undead, but whatever, you know, gotta throw him a bone. So, oh wait, shit, which one was that? That was that one. He raids here and is successful. Tartarian coming through. We kill a Slayer, and then he raids me successfully here. And successfully here, and... okay, no, successfully here too. So... yeah, okay. Some of these things is the stale coming back to bite me in the ass. 30 gems. And I'm getting marked by this. Anyway, there's not too much to show you for this turn since I staled. Well, actually, no. I staled this next turn, too. I forget what was going on in my life at this point in time. I think this actually was happening about the same time I was bitching about a bunch of games being in the late game in another series you watched. Because, anyway, these things are not... like, they don't all upload... games that happened at the same time don't necessarily upload at the same time. They kind of upload... I do one series at a time, and then when that one finishes, I do the next one. So it kind of depends on when the series before finishes that I start uploading the next one. Anyway. So, I think I was just in a bunch of games late game at this time. And doing all these orders actually gets really grindy. Like, yeah. Okay, 76, but it's still fun, really. It's more fun when you have the time to put into it. If you don't have the time to think about it, it's not fun, and then it's also not fun losing in the late game. I'll just say that. In the late game, when you have to spend this much time just to lose, it's pretty painful. So we stale again, which is unfortunate. So let's see if we get any other strategic stale benefits here. We continue to get picked off by disease demons, which is a little unfortunate. Oh, yes. Very strategic stale, guys. Very strategic stale. Army of Gold. Looks like he's throwing out Astral Tempest, which can't be good, but it's not going to do anything against the skeletons. So in that way, it's not so great. And this guy doesn't have regen. It's really hard to get regeneration on skeletons now. The only thing you can kind of do is a Wraith Sword, and obviously that doesn't work on undead. So, I think in a battle of attrition, it's going to not go great for these guys. Did I get life after death off? Hard to tell. I wonder if this... it looks like this battle might just time out, and then they're going to die from being mindless. Because it doesn't look like we're really doing any damage to them. I'm going to pick the speed up here. But with Astral Tempest out, there's still a pretty strong chance they kill my guys. What's my MR here? 14... not high enough to survive Astral Tempest, really. But what it may be is all my mages die here, and then, like, this guy's not going to rout because he's a badass. Really, I only need one of them to make it to the timeout phase. Okay, they routed. That's exactly what happened. And almost all of our guys died. We had one Thaumaturg with 1 HP left. Is that really true? Oh my god, that's hilarious. If they got this Thaumaturg, I think all my guys would have fallen apart. That's actually way closer than I thought it was. Okay, so that's really actually hilarious. So, good trade, I would say so. We lost these guys, but they're basically replaceable at this point. I don't really have a ton in this area because this is near Abyssia's throne, but everything here was basically replaceable. The only thing that wasn't really was the Troll King, and he didn't die. So, and he wants golems, which are pretty damn expensive, and they were causing me untold misfortune. So anyway, I think it looks like Agartha may have stayed too. I think a few of us might have. So anyway, I think we had a message actually going out after this turn in our little chat where we were like, okay, let's get back to playing the game. I think we were all kind of a little overwhelmed. So anyway, we are going to turn back on the heat. So raiding, going back out. You can see we have a rather enormous army coming in here. We've got the normal stuff, Life After Death, Power of Sepulchre. I think one thing we've started doing we weren't really doing before is Light of the Northern Star in conjunction with Power of the Spears, which is going to give us Enslaved Mind spam and stuff like that, so we can deal with Tartarians if we run into them. But anyway, it's a pretty big army we have coming in here. A lot of them are coming in from here, from this fort. I don't know. Okay, anyway, we're moving in some more squad. Where are all our squads moving out to? Okay, we're putting a medium size. What I'm trying to do too is I want to start baiting out flames from the sky. So like this is a kind of small stack, a stack big enough to potentially threaten. I should have given him a pearl. Anyway, big enough to threaten forts. Where hopefully we can lure out some flames from the sky, but they're not very high commitment. We've also got a ton of dudes on top of here. We're going to try storming this. We've got a pretty early mass flight coming out. I don't think I have enough gems for Fog Warriors, which is not great. Army of Gold coming out. Life After Death. So that's basically... This actually is a very much a medium-large attack. I don't have a ton of mages or anything like that, but, yeah. We can also see there's not a ton of Agarthan forces over here, so we're going to continue raiding over this way. Here's a big group. I don't know if this group is going to try to make it over here for this throne, because he's kind of been jumping across. So what we're doing is we've got a ton of dudes moving in over here. We are not going to attack, we're just putting a ton of dudes inside. If he breaks through here, fine, so be it. We're getting our guys out. What I expect he's going to do actually is move over here and then go for this throne, which is kind of lightly guarded, and that could potentially give him a last-minute throne victory. I think he might have moved here last turn. So, anyway, I think we're done with Stales. Let me see what other mages we have. Yeah, another Communion coming out. This one's mostly mages, fewer troops. The farther we get into the game, the less research matters, because I already have the stuff I need researched. Evocation 9 is going to be nice. I can drop some... what can I do? Not totally sure, actually. So I think that we've also gotten most of the lake back. We're moving a little squad here on top of Abyssia stuff. We've got enough dust-to-dust spammers. We should hopefully be able to kill Bane Thugs. We've also got Light of the Northern Star in conjunction with some Enslaved Mind spam. I think we could get these Bane Thugs, but we'll find out. In the next turn. So see you guys then.